This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Thanks for joining us on News 25. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. You're watching KPVM TV and listening to Ace Country Radio. Well, just outside the road construction zone on Pahrump's south side, a county water truck and another vehicle carrying heavy equipment collide. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, along with Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and auxiliary units, responded to a two-vehicle crash between two heavy equipment vehicles this afternoon. Involved was a water truck and a truck carrying a trailer. On board was a piece of heavy equipment in the intersection of Money and Mickey Streets. One person was transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of this crash. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating the cause. Auxiliary units diverted traffic around the incident until the cleanup and investigation was concluded. All other occupants declined to be transported at the time of the crash. Well, Ann Harris and Scott Lewis are at it again, joining their teams this morning to deliver hot meals to homebound seniors. News 25 caught up with them at the Pahrump Senior Center.
We are doing our Thanksgiving dinner here at the center today, but once again, Scott Lewis and the fire department have come through for us. They're delivering our Meals on Wheels clients, all their hot meals this morning. It's twice a year that we do this, Christmas and Thanksgiving, and they've come through for the last 15 years that I've been here. We have the full fit turkey dinner. We've got turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, yams, fruit salad, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie.
This holiday season, every holiday season, is particularly busy for you, unfortunately, isn't it?
It has been. It's been extremely busy just within the last several days with fires, motor vehicle accidents, and a lot of medical calls. So, yeah, it's extremely busy. That's why it's kind of rewarding to have days like this where we can go out and meet with the public, especially our seniors, and discuss their needs. And also it gives them the opportunity to ask us any questions that they have, but it's just on a different level. It's not an emergency response. It's just a more relaxed environment. We can find out what's going on out there. There's a trifecta of different things going on, from respiratory to COVID and just the flu in general. So we're asking everyone to be vaccinated, those who want to be, and just as a precaution. We just don't want any unnecessary illnesses and deaths occurring within the valley.
And you're checking on people.
We are on a regular basis. In fact, we had a call today for a welfare check, and we want to make sure everyone's good. So if you know someone, please keep in contact with them. And if something doesn't seem right, call the sheriff's office and have the fire department or the law enforcement go out and make sure everybody's good. A lot of times they'll ask us questions, and then we enjoy that, and it gives us the opportunity to tell them what services we provide them and what we can do for them in the event of an emergency. A lot of times it also gives us the opportunity to see what the environment's like. So if there's a medical emergency and there's something we see as an obstacle to that, either fighting a fire or responding to their medical needs, that we can take corrective action, or at least pre-plan it on our part. We're at the threshold of the heater and the space heaters and other means of trying to keep the houses warm. Please have a great, happy, safe Thanksgiving, and if you do need anything, 911 immediately, don't delay.
Growing up, I grew up in the inner city, and we was one of the less fortunate families. So there was times that the community came together and gave us food to eat, dropped off meals. They also gave us meals to cook some Thanksgiving. So, this really hit home for me, and it makes me feel really special to go back and be able to give back to the community and help out the less fortunate folks.
Well, the Pahrump powwow was held this past weekend in Patrick Park. Here's a run-through of the festivities.
Pahrump held its 23rd annual Pahrump Intertribal Social Powwow at Patrick Park over the weekend. The free event was open to all and included Native American crafts, music, food, dancing, daily raffles, as well as Gourd and Aztec dancers, a celebration of youth, and a veterans recognition. All powwows begin with a grand entry, and that is when all dancers enter the circle and are led by the veterans and head dancers. An opening prayer is also said. 30 different tribes from across the United States were involved involved in this year's powwow. Pahrump is home to our Western Shoshone and Paiute tribes. A highlight for several vendors featured the famous fried bread Indian tacos. We also had a chance to catch up with Paula Elefante regarding the weekend powwow.
We have our Aztec dancers, as we usually do. We've talked about that. They've been coming for 16 years. We have 8 food vendors. 2 of them are fried bread Indian tacos. We have a couple new people, special people that have, one's a spiritual man who's come and blessed us. We're going to have a contest, youth, it's youth, Native American youth contest. And you have teen boys and you have the junior boys, and girls, okay? You have teens and juniors, and the teens are 13 to 17, the juniors are 6 to 12, and then we have a tiny tot category. Well, people say, how many tribes do you have there? Well, we have representative from about 30 different tribes here. Yeah, it's always important because, you know, when you look around, if you look at many of these dancers, these men, they're veterans. And if they weren't Vietnam era, they were Desert Storm, they were Afghanistan, you know, we have a lot of veterans. Michael Rifle is the most amazing MC because he will explain to the audience what we're doing, why we do it, how we do it. Because when people understand, you know, you hear a lot of things, oh, you know, those Indians, whatever, but when you understand the reasons why certain traditions are the way they are, or a certain dance style is the way it is, it makes it so much more enjoyable, I think. We try, like I said, we've got a special today. It's going to be audience participation, but that's going to be the kids. And then Adolfo, our Aztec dancer, gets everybody, grown-ups, kids, they all get up and get involved in that snake dance that he does, where you're holding hands and you follow him around, and it's just, everyone has such a good time. I tell people that coming, what's it cost? Well, it's free. The teepee, yes. The lodge poles, this lives at my house, but not put up. You wouldn't believe this rolls up into a bag, and we keep it put away that way. So the weekend before Thanksgiving is powwow weekend.
Pahrump Intertribal Social Powwow is always held the weekend before Thanksgiving. If you'd like more information on future events, you can send an email to pahrumppowwow@yahoo.com or call 775-209-3444.
Much more news on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by John Air. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call 775-751-2372.
Welcome back. Well, over 170 dogs have been euthanized here in town as a result of a horrific condition of abuse and their living conditions. Here's their story, and one dog that a veterinarian is hoping gets justice. We have to warn you that the content and photos in this story can be upsetting to viewers, and please use caution. On August 22nd, I received a text from Dr. Suzanne Cervantian from All Creatures Animal Hospital. She was very upset. She was trying to get help from Nye County for another one of the dogs that came into her clinic from Vasily Platonov. The issues with Est Alpha kennels have been going on for many years. There were neighbors complaining and testifying in court regarding the property here in Pahrump and the poor living conditions of the animals. Animal control had been called on the dogs many times throughout the years. She sent me photos of the dog called Bogdan, his name meaning gift from God. He also was nicknamed Buddy. I was horrified at the photo. She said no one would respond to help, so I tried calling myself. Captain David Berkowitz was at her clinic within minutes and then responded to the property in Amargosa. Dr. Cervantian is wondering why Buddy is not listed on the charges against Vasily Platonov and Oksana Higgins for the suffering that he endured having his leg chewed off, emaciated, infections, open wounds, and the exposed bone for 5 days. She and others want justice for Buddy. I spoke to District Attorney Chris Arabia, who has now referred me to his Chief Deputy District Attorney Bradley Richardson, who has not returned the phone call. The 5 counts now against the 2 plaintiffs has now been expanded to 18 counts. Some may think that it doesn't matter that Buddy is not listed, but Dr. Savantian does. The 82 dogs that were transported now to Ohio by the ASPCA are now on their way to being rehabilitated. The original 276 dogs that were rescued from Amargosa were brought to the emergency shelter here in Pahrump at the Nye County Animal Shelter. They say about 171 dogs had to be euthanized according to the ASPCA press release. There is a large amount of food left over and donations that were made to care for these animals. The accounting is still being tallied. The kennels are empty, and a special refrigerated trailer was set up to hold the deceased animals on the property at the Nye County Emergency Management until the custody hearing was over, with the carcasses inside. Judge Lane has ruled that the dogs would go to Nye County, who then gave custody to the ASPCA. They then euthanized the dogs that were too ill, injured, or had behavior issues that could not be remedied. The ASPCA said that their veterinarians conducted in-depth exams on the dogs and observed significant medical issues among the population that required urgent medical care. The ASPCA relocated 82 dogs to their specialized Cruelty Recovery Center in Columbus, Ohio. In addition, 16 dogs, 15 puppies, and 1 adult have been placed with the Nevada Humane Society, and several of these dogs have already been adopted into new homes, and 1 additional dog was adopted locally here in Nye County. Well, according to the Nevada Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation's October 22 economic report, the state's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate was 4.6% in October, which increased by 0.2 percentage points from September. Seasonally adjusted estimates account for regularly seen economic patterns, with falling estimates not seasonally adjusted. In the 3 metropolitan statistical areas, the unemployment rates were 5.6% in Las Vegas, 3.5 in Reno, and 3.8 in Carson City in October. In Nevada's counties, the lowest unemployment rate was in Lander County at 3%, and Nye County had the highest rate at 6.1%. Well, a new restaurant is opening up in town. We caught up with the owners yesterday to try a bit of a new favorite at Mr. Tater's Tater Shack.
Yeah, right now for today and tomorrow, we're serving from 11 to 7 p.m., kind of getting the staff trained up, getting in the rhythm. Next week, we'll continue soft opening, same hours, Monday through Friday. And then the grand opening is December 6th, 11 o'clock. We're actually going to be here with you guys, and we're going to have some doorbusters for the first people in line. We're going to be giving away $100 gift cards to the first 3 people in line, a bunch more doorbusters, raffles for free taters for a year, all kinds of stuff to try to bring some attention to the new restaurant here. We'll always be taking employees. Right now, with the hours we have, we're fully staffed, but we will be expanding our hours for the grand opening. We'll need to bring some more people in. So far, it's just been amazing. The staff that I have back here, I couldn't be any more proud of them. I've done this for 20 years, and this is truthfully the most eager, hardworking group of guys I've met. So yeah. It makes me happy and very confident that we're going to do well here. Our designer just knocked it out of the park with this logo. It's just nostalgic, feel-good comfort. So we decided to make some stuff and hopefully get some people wearing it around town. Good promotional stuff, and we sold a ton of hot sauce today. The hot sauce goes on everything. We're at the Gold Town Casino in Pahrump. This is our first standalone Mr. Tater location. We have 2 other locations located in Ace's Bar and Grill, one in Southwest Las Vegas and one in Henderson. This is our first standalone Mr. Tater, and we're real excited about it. We're inside the Gold Town right now. In the old Back Porch Cafe location. They can eat in, or we can do carry out. We also have our menu and order online featured on the website. 771 South Frontage Road. So we're going to be Sunday through Thursday 9 to 10, then Friday and Saturdays 9 to 11. We want to be another late night option here in Pahrump.
Huge loaded gourmet potato place. So we have basically like 20 different kinds of potato meal. Everything is chef driven. So all of our recipes, we put real special attention to. Everything is made from scratch. We have like some salads, our special potato skins. There's vegan potatoes, breakfast taters. Yes, so they're very large, like the size of your head kind of taters. Yeah. So we have a buffalo chicken salad, a taco salad, Baja shrimp salad, We hand bread the chicken ourselves that we fry here, so nothing coming frozen to you. All fresh chopped ingredients and veggies and everything.
Yep, we'll be soft opening while we're training, so if you do come on down, bear with us. Ticket times, if they get long, we're still training. This is what the whole purpose is for. But come on down, come give us a shot. Right here in Goldtown, we're open 11 to 7. Yeah, we are at www.mrtater, and that's MISTERTATER.com. So Mr. Tater, spell it out. You can see our website, you can see our other locations on there, and then that will actually be where you can order online and order for delivery. Once we get past the first week, we'll start doing in-house delivery. We're going to try to skip the third-party delivery fees and just kind of bring it to your door ourselves. You call Goldtown, they'll transfer you over.
That's so much fun. Thanks for inviting our crew down. We'll be back with your health report right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, leftovers are a staple of a big Thanksgiving dinner, but how should you store them to make sure they last?
Food containers can vary, but really the most important thing is to make sure that it's really well sealed and that it's airtight.
Before going into the refrigerator, leftovers should also be divided into smaller portions when storing to cool more quickly. Cleveland Clinic registered dietitian Beth Chironi stresses leftovers must be placed on a shelf above any raw foods in the refrigerator to avoid cross-contamination. She adds, the food you plan on saving should not sit out for more than 2 hours after being cooked. If cooked food is left in room temperature for over 2 hours, it will enter the temperature danger zone of 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when bacteria can grow more rapidly. Once all the food is packed up, Chironi has a guideline for how long leftovers are safe to eat.
What we always recommend is 3 to 4 days maximum in the refrigerator. So an easy way to remember is you have to have all those leftovers eaten by Cyber Monday. A lot of times patients will want to keep their food longer, and so you can certainly freeze it, and you can keep that up to 6 months.
And when going to reheat leftovers, you should have a thermometer and make sure the food is reheated to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit to kill any possible bacteria.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, I'm excited about the 4-day weekend. We're going to find out what store for our weather forecast after this
break. News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. Happy Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And you can start giving thanks now. That's okay. We give thanks for this beautiful weather map. Look at Fernley checking in at 51 degrees, 50 out there in Fallon. Carson City saw 53 and 49 degrees in Tonopah. You're officially cool. Congratulations. Goldfield 52, 66 in Beatty, and 70 in Amargosa. That's as good as it got in all of Nevada today. Well, congratulations to them. Las Vegas close behind at 67 and a awesome 79 degrees out in Death Valley. Good time to visit for Thanksgiving, like maybe you would. I don't know. Back to back here in Pahrump. Oh, let's take a look. It is paradise, 59 degrees, high of 68 a little bit earlier. Northeasterly winds to 11 miles per hour all day long, starting about 6:28 when the sun came up, and at 4:31 when it went down. Man, I'm sad. It's really dark. Getting into these nights earlier and earlier all the time. A low today of 38 degrees. We'll see some winds out of the northeast continuing at 9 miles per hour. What are they going to do? Blow away the clouds for Thanksgiving. Oh, goodness, look at this. Clear skies, beautiful day on Thursday. We shall all give thanks. And look at the next 4 or 5 days of weather. 63 degrees is kind of the theme until about Monday. And then we get a new weather system, 15% chance of rain. Shouldn't do anybody any harm, but that wind up to 14% might be a little bit less than comfortable. And temperatures taking a dive down to the low 50s Tuesday and Wednesday. I think that's kind of the theme for the next couple of weeks, but that's a problem for future, Johnny. Let's just give thanks now, okay? All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
All right, so Thursday and Friday, our team is taken off so that they can enjoy the holiday with their families. So if we have any breaking news, it's on our KPVM Facebook page. Also, a local guitarist, Corey Smith, is in a contest, and he is doing really well. For all of the details, you can go on our KPVM Facebook page, but you can also go and vote for him on the link, Jared Dines Shred Collab 2022. Vote for Corey Smith at 9 minutes and 54 seconds. If you missed any of that, go onto our KPVM Facebook page and get all that info. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, and please stay safe out there, and we will see you back here on Monday. Good night.